Como may be the most famous Italian lake for the rest of the world, but for Italians, Lake Garda is the real star. This is a guide to the best things to do in Lake Garda, the largest lake in Italy.
Slicing right into the edge of the Italian Alps, Lake Garda creates a dramatic setting for its medieval castles, Roman ruins, churches and lakeside towns where fairy tale meets fantasy world. One of these places is picturesque Sirmione, situated on a beautiful narrow peninsula on Lake's southern shore.
During medieval times, various lords and families fought for control of Lake Garda. The most successful of them all were the powerful Scaligeri family. They ruled the nearby city of Verona and also left a lasting mark on the lake. They built several spectacular castles, and this is one of them.
The iconic Scaligero castle guards the ancient fairy tale-like town. The old town is separated from the mainland by a moat with a bridge. The castle's medieval military architecture includes battlements, crenellated walls and towers, creating a gorgeous architectural backdrop against the scenic Lake Garda. Inside there is a small museum showcasing artifacts from the region's history. Beyond the castle, Sirmione has a series of narrow streets and alleyways that are a delight to explore. These lively streets are filled with cafes, shops, bars and hotels, and it takes about an hour to wander through them. You can also experience Sirmione from the lake, as several boat trips are available, which take about 25 minutes. Since Lake Garda is a favorite summer destination, you'll have no trouble finding excellent swimming and sunbathing spots all along the Sirmione Peninsula. Heading towards the tip of the peninsula, you'll come across a garden of olive trees and a charming, simple medieval stone church adorned with valuable frescoes from the 14th and 16th centuries. Besides its spectacular location and rich heritage, Sirmione is also blessed with thermal waters, which often attracted the Romans. That is why, at the very tip of the peninsula, you can also see the impressive remains of a luxurious and spacious Roman villa dating back to the 1st century AD. The ruins of this vast villa, surrounded by the lake on 3 sides, makes for a picturesque estate, and a visit will take about an hour. Right below the Roman villa, at the very tip of the peninsula, is a popular beach with a beach bar offering great views. An equally impressive gem, yet less crowded, can be found on the opposite side of the long lake. Here lies another stunning medieval lakeside town nestled among the mountains.
Similar to Sirmione, Riva del Garda is also protected by a picturesque medieval fortress on the shores of the lake, complete with a moat and drawbridge.
The picturesque fortress, Rocca di Manerba, dates back to the 1100s, as the town controlled the northern half of the lake and the trade routes over the Alps. The fortress now houses a museum that depicts the town's history and artwork inspired by the beauty of Lake Garda. While exploring the museum, you can also climb to the top of the main tower, which offers great view. The rest of the small and easily walkable old town is guarded by medieval towers and ancient city gates. 2 of them, Porta San Marco and Porta di San Michele, are still in use today, leading you to a narrow maze of colorful streets and squares. But the heart of Riva del Garda is its lakeside square overlooking the harbor. It is lined with historic and brightly painted houses with cafes and restaurants, creating a picturesque and lively atmosphere. The square is dominated by ancient clock tower from the 1200s. Once used as a prison and lookout tower, it has 165 wooden stairs leading to the top. Popular Square is a perfect spot to relax and soak in the scenic beauty of Lake Garda. This part of the lake is famous for its constant wind, making it the perfect area for kitesurfing and windsurfing. However, there are also many lovely and well-maintained beaches ideal for swimming and paddleboarding. In Riva del Garda, these beaches are connected by a scenic, long waterfront promenade. The largest and best equipped is Spagia Saboni, which offers a mix of grassy and pebbly areas, plenty of shade and amenities. Atop the hills overlooking Riva del Garda is absolutely stunning medieval village Villa Canale, offering even more magical and serene experience with no crowds. With narrow paved alleys, arcades, small squares and houses set against each other, village maintains its original 13th century structure. Remarkably well preserved, Villa Canale was abandoned after World War II due to its remote location. However, in the 1960s it was rediscovered by the artists and came back to life, becoming a vibrant meeting place for artists from across Europe with many cultural activities. You can explore the village's galleries and studios where contemporary artists create and display their work. Be sure to visit the beautiful cultural and artistic center, which hosts workshops, exhibitions and various cultural events. It takes about an hour to wander through the village, which is filled with excellent photo opportunities. Back on the shores of the lake is another historic and charming destination, Limone Sul Garda. Nestled between the mountains and the lake, this village was long isolated and accessible only by boat. While a road now connects it to other towns on the lake, arriving by boat remains the most spectacular way to experience Limone, offering breathtaking views of the town.
You can use a public ferry or book one of many boat tours. A daily ferry service connects Limone with other lake towns, and I'll include its timetable along with my favorite boat tours in the description below.
The historic part of Limone Sul Garda is tightly packed under the mountain, with charming and lively cobblestone streets lined with old houses and lovely churches. As its name suggests, the village is renowned for lemon groves, and one of its gems is the open-air museum at Limonada del Castel. This museum showcases the techniques of lemon cultivation with an authentic stone lemon house from the early 1700s. The house, extending over several terraces facing southeast, is closed on 3 sides to protect the plants from the elements. During the half-hour visit, you'll discover the various citrus fruits grown around Lake Garda. But the living room of the village is its scenic waterfront, used as a popular meeting spot and a great place for an evening stroll. Here are also pebble beaches with crystal clear water. In the summer, they are popular with families because they are very close to the bars and restaurants. Limone Sul Garda is also connected to Riva del Garda by the spectacular cycle path suspended over the lake. This is just one of many impressive bike and pedestrian routes in the area. Charming places on Lake Garda continue to impress, and Malcesine on the opposite shore is no exception. Nestled between the clear waters of Lake Garda and the foothills of Monte Baldo, this picturesque village is dominated by a stunning castle built by the powerful Scaligeri family from Verona. Perched dramatically on the lake's shoreline, the castle's origins trace back to an ancient Roman fortress that once stood on the site. The castle's strategic location and historical significance make it a must-visit. Its second courtyard, known as Rivellino, offers great panoramic views of the town, the lake and the mountains. For an even more spectacular view, you can climb its irregular pentagonal-shaped tower, rising 70 meters or 230 feet above the lake. The castle also houses several small exhibitions, one of which is dedicated to the famous German writer Goethe, who visited Malcesine and whose writings elevated Lake Garda to renowned and popular destination. You'll need about 45 minutes to see the castle and its exhibitions. Exploring the maze of charming streets in the old town will take a similar amount of time. Once surrounded by defensive walls, the old town features a lively network of steep cobblestone streets reserved for pedestrians, where you can wander among small boutiques and cafes. In the heart of Malcesine, you'll find a picturesque old port and the historic Captain's Palace, showcasing a blend of medieval and Renaissance architectural styles. The best places to find good restaurants serving fish directly from the lake are the charming squares or the lively port, from where you can also reach other lakeside towns. In the upper part of Malcesine, you can hop on a modern cable car to get to the impressive Monte Baldo mountain. The slowly rotating cabins offer stunning panoramic views of Lake Garda. The cable car runs from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and in about 20 minutes you'll find yourself at an altitude of 1,780 meters or 5,840 feet, facing spectacular views.
From here you can go on various hiking trails or simply enjoy the scenery. Just look at this!
You can relax and take in the views in a bar with sun loungers or go hiking and mountain biking. You can choose from several scenic trails suitable for all levels. The mountain's unique location, high altitude and favorable wind conditions also make it a popular spot for paragliding. The mountain's proximity to the Adriatic Sea and the huge lake beneath it create a unique impact on its climate, combining alpine and Mediterranean influences, thus creating unique natural habitats. That is why Monte Baldo has endemic plant species and wildflowers and is called the Garden of Europe. Thanks to its unique climate, high-quality olive oil and great wine are an essential part of Lake Garda experience. These two gems are produced around the charming historical lakeside town of Bardolino, located in the southeastern part of the lake, where rolling hills provide excellent drainage and sun exposure, creating a mild climate moderated by the lake.
The town hosts several events dedicated to wine and shares its name with a popular local red wine. So be sure to buy a bottle of popular Chiaretto de Bardolino, a versatile and refreshing rosé wine that pairs well with a wide variety of dishes.
The town features well-preserved medieval buildings and churches, adding to its historical charm. The old town center is teeming with bars, restaurants and wine shops. The lovely lakeside promenade is perfect for leisurely strolls, lined with cafes, restaurants and shops. Originally, the town was built by fishermen. Later, the suitable climate led to the production of red and rosé wines, as well the planting of the many olive groves. Wine is made from the grapes grown in the vineyards on the surrounding hillsides. Known for its light, refreshing qualities and rich heritage, Bardolino wine is a staple of the local culture. In and around Bardolino, you'll find numerous wineries offering tours and tastings. Most of them have historical cellars and wine museums showcasing ancient tools and machinery once used for grape harvesting and winemaking. Another absolutely stunning fusion of history and nature is Rocca di Manerba. Situated on a strategic spur of rock more than 150 meters or 500 feet above the lake, the remains of the medieval fortress offer one of the best panoramic views of Lake Garda. The site is topped by a large cross in honor of a young man from a local legend.
According to the legend, a terrifying wolf prevented people of Manerba from enjoying their lovely spot overlooking Lake Garda. A young man took courage and climbed to the top of the cliff to face the wolf. He protected himself with a large cross that he used as a shield, which is said to have frightened the wolf so much that it fell from the cliff and died.
This gorgeous spot has been inhabited since prehistoric times and is named after the goddess Minerva, whose temple was built here by the Romans. In the Middle Ages, a fortress known as Rocca was constructed on the same site. Centuries later, in the 1500s, the fortress was destroyed by the Republic of Venice, as it has become a hideout for bandits. Today, it is a fascinating natural reserve with important historical findings and rich flora and fauna. At the parking lot, there is a visitor center and a museum displaying artifacts from old settlements and presenting the history of the place. About half an hour from Lake Garda lies another remarkable site, a spectacular religious sanctuary dedicated to the Virgin Mary, built directly into a rocky cliff overlooking the Adige River Canyon. At an altitude of 774 meters or 2,539 feet, this is the highest pilgrimage church in Italy and a serene place of meditation.
Despite its remote location, the sanctuary has attracted Catholic pilgrims as it is believed to be a site of miracles and spiritual healing. Visitors must ascend a series of steep steps and pathways carved into a rock, adding to its sense of pilgrimage.
Visitors can either descend from the top of the cliff via a stairway of over 200 steps or take a shuttle bus from a nearby village of Spiazzi, located directly above the sanctuary. The church is seamlessly integrated into the rock. Its centerpiece is the statue of Virgin Mary holding the body of Jesus, known as Madonna della Corona, which attracts many pilgrims. According to the story, the statue miraculously appeared in this spot in 1522 after vanishing from the island of Rhodes, which was conquered by the Ottomans. Angels transported the statue to these rocky cliffs, leading to the construction of the chapel that later developed into a sanctuary. Despite all the amazing places I've showed you, the most fun awaits you on the eastern shore of Lake Garda, where Italy's largest amusement park, Gardaland, is located. This top European park offers a full day of fun for visitors of all ages. You'll absolutely love it, as the park features some of Italy's most thrilling roller coasters for adrenaline enthusiasts, while also providing plenty of excitement for families with young children. The park is divided into distinct theme areas, each beautifully designed to transport you to a different world and offering a unique atmosphere and specialized attractions. Gardaland also hosts a variety of live performances, including magic shows, stunt acts, and musical entertainment. Additionally, the adjacent Sea Life Aquarium offers the chance to explore a diverse range of marine life from around the world.
Besides its natural beauty, amazing history, architecture and beaches, Lake Garda also offers plenty of spectacular outdoor experiences that I haven't even mentioned. So be sure to check the QR code on the screen or description below to find my favorite ones, including visits to beautiful nearby cities of Verona and Venice. My name is Rock, thanks for the thumbs up and for watching, and see you next time.